to another Team Adams teaching. Today we're going to look at angle-sum theorem of triangles. Sounds kind of confusing, but it's really not too bad. I took a moment and I cut out 3 different types of triangles here. This yellow one here is a right triangle. You can see I put the little square there in the corner. This blue one has this obtuse angle right here. So this is an obtuse triangle. And this triangle has all acute angles in it. This is an acute triangle. And there's something special with triangles no matter what they are. If you want to follow along at home, cut out any triangle you want. However, make sure that you use a ruler and cut the lines as straight as you can to make this part work. And so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start by coloring in the corners so we don't forget which sides are the corners. You'll see why in a moment. Don't do this, you'll think, oh no, where was it? So on my acute triangle, these are my 3 corners here. And on my right triangle, I've got this one, and this one. And last but not least, I've got my obtuse triangle, and its corners, angles are right here, here, and here. Okay. So here's what's really fascinating with a triangle. No matter the size, the shape, it could be tiny, it could be huge, it could be any of those things. If you take the 3 corners of that triangle, I'm just going to rip these into pieces and set it up along this line you see here. What you'll notice is all 3 angles together form a straight line. And so that means they add up to 180 degrees. Notice that again, all 3 angles make a straight line when you put them all together. And again, this works in any type of triangle. I'm going to tear up our yellow triangle here and put all of its corners together. Let's see, we'll put this one here, and this one here, and this one here. And if I could be perfect and exact with each and every one, there we go. Whoop, that's about as good as it's going to get. Notice again, totally different triangle. But again, all 3 outer angles add up to 180 degrees or make a straight line, a linear pair. Well, I guess not a linear pair because there's 3 of them. That's not a pair. Okay, last one. We've got our blue triangle. And that one's tiny little angles over here because of that one obtuse angle. So we'll see if we can line these up as best we can. And there it is. Again, all 3 angles add up to a straight line or 180 degrees. So we're going to use that information that triangles have angles that add up to 180 degrees to help us solve some of the following problems. So we've got these 2 down here. And the first one is a triangle that has x degrees, 30 degrees, and this one's got a right triangle symbol there. It's got the square, which means that it's 90 degrees. I'm going to write that in. And there's a reason. If you don't put the 90 degrees in there, you can't say all 3 add up to 90 if you're only adding up 2. So we have to say here that x plus 90 plus 30, all 3 angles have to add up to 180. And then we go ahead and solve. I'm going to combine like terms first because 90 plus 30 is 120. So might as well just write that out. And then the step after that is to subtract 120 from both sides. And we get x equals 60. Turns out that in this case, x is the size of that angle. So this is 60 degrees, but it's also the value of x in this problem. Other things to look at. Oh boy, look at this one. It's got x, 10x, and x. And I don't know what x is, but I can find it because I can say that x plus 10x equals 180 degrees. I know that this angle plus this one gives us 180. If I combine like terms, all of these are like terms. So I add 10x plus another is 11 plus another is 12 x's. And so then my last step here is we're going to divide both sides by 12. And we get x is 15. We had mentioned this on another one, but sometimes they say solve for x. Yay, we did it, we're done. Sometimes they say how big are each of the angles? Well, this is pretty easy. It says it's x big. So these two angles here are 15 degrees. So we have two 15-degree angles. But this angle here is 10 times x, which is the same as 10 times 15, because we know x is 15 now, giving us a 150-degree angle right there. Okay. So these are the three measurements of the angles of our triangle. So that's our angle sum theorem of triangles. All three angles of a triangle add up to 180. All right, see you later.